Welcome back, legends and legendettes. In this session, I'm going to talk to you about something called buy the rumor, sell the news. This is the common thing that happens in the markets, and many inexperienced traders are victims to it, and they themselves don't even realize it's happening. And fear not, it's completely understandable. And so let me explain how this works. So I'm going to use this Ethereum dollar chart as an example, but going back to the way it works. So in theory, generally speaking, a company announces a merger or some major breakthrough event. And this is the phase when there's a rumor. Then after that, the price could go sideways, there might be a slight dip. And then initially, the actual date of that planned news event happens. And this might be a couple of months later. But when the actual news event happens a couple of months later, usually there's a sell-off. Or there might be an initial spike and then a catastrophic dump. But the funny thing is that people start buying when the actual merger happens, as if that news was not already priced into the chart. And the real scenario is that the news is already priced in at this point, and this chart tells a story. And this is the point where you want to start shorting, or at least taking off profits. So looking back at the Ethereum chart, an example. So around here, so around summer 2022, so June, July, we had this announcement of an Ethereum merger. And this is something that we anticipated years in advance. But this was the first announcement closer to the time. And I actually stacked a lot of Ethereum just based on technicals as well. But then once this price ran up, and this was around August, September 2022, the actual day the merger happened. But then around mid-August, this was the day the actual merger happened. And there was an initial spike. And this was a false breakout of this recent resistance here. So around 2K, just under that. We didn't even have a close above that on the daily. And this is the point where I started scaling out. I started scaling out between 1950 to this region, just being aware of that principle. And then we had this mass sell-off. And people were just literally standing, just twiddling their thumbs and wondering what the hell actually happened. And this is a common phenomenon in the stock market and various markets. They buy the rumor, so initial was sideways consolidation, there's a bit of a dip, and this was a good buying time. And then there's a huge run-up, and leading up to the event, there's a bit of a spike on the day, and then massive sell-off. So this is something to really be aware of, guys. Buy the rumor, sell the news. You want to be careful of this, and always be skeptical, especially when there's a lot of hype when the actual news event happens. And this news can take place in many ways. It could be a merger, it could be a company acquisition, just various aspects. But guys, thanks a lot for watching. Do like and subscribe. And of course, please do leave some specific video requests in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to make such videos.